I can't believe it. I can't believe it just after at least around 2 weeks, or should I just say a fortnight of a long hiatus of making videos. I can tell you guys, the trains are back. And finally, hopefully Flipflap will also change in the way it makes toys. And I'm just hoping it's going to be more different compared to the way Flipflap used to be 2 weeks ago. And yes, there was this all-time boring phrase of all saying, you know, it's literally just me saying, oh, that's just great. I released all that war man that's trapped with nowhere to go. And that has become a very minority sort of, well, just say sensation on my YouTube channel, of course. And I've only got 11 subscribers. I used to have 12, but unfortunately I've only got 11 subscribers at the moment. And yes, someone's derailed. Actually, I might have a freaking closer look at what's going on. Oh my freaking god! Luke has been derailed. It's not. There you go. He's back on the rails. It's not a good look when you see trains being derailed, right? There you go. Luke is back on the rails, right? That's what I was trying to say. The word right. Even though I do have a, well, let's just say, a very huge sense of muddling up, or should I say, mumbling up words, or muttering about, well, let's just say, messing about with words, in a sense, I suppose, And in the time of making this video, I show you one Flipflap product because I've just run out of ideas. And yes, despite that, I don't have any, you know, sense of dyslexia. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, Thomas is doing well on the Tommy / Trackmaster train set here. Looks like a bit of a dog bone, isn't it? Or is it a peanut? Maybe it just looks more like a key. Yep, it certainly does, actually, I suppose, We've only got about a few seconds left. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're starting the toy review. Well, let me just go ahead and show you what it is. Oh my holy freaking god. What is this? I mean, oh wow. Brunei 2019, £7.99 or £8. Never thought this would come up together, right? This is the first product of that range. And it's also an event item, look at that. 28th of June to the 27th of December. And it's the Bird Mascots figure 5-pack. And look at this, Brunei 2019 is basically a sequel to Malaysia 2015 and Malaysia 2017. Mind you, it's going to be really amazing when I look at this product. And I can tell what guys, look at the styling of the Open Me Please reading there by Flipflap. And if I take a look at the back of the packaging there, you can see all the characters there. This is Willy, the Whistler Duck. Who's that one there? Trumbo, the Flying Bat Woodpecker. Corny Bill, because I've run out of ideas for names. The Pied Hornbill. Who's that one there? Adrian, the less Adjutant Stork. That's what it's called, the Adjutant Stork. That's what I'm pretty sure it is. And this is P-Chirp. Which bird is it based on? The Yellow Belly Bulbul. Flipping god, I've never heard of a bulbul. Maybe I have, because I think these are the type of birds you likely see in Asia and possibly Africa, of course. And I could tell you guys, this bird has got a bit of a Pikachu sort of very weird expression here. It doesn't have the ear tufts that you would find on Pikachu, but look at that. That looks like Trumbeak, looks like Farfetch'd, looks like a Firo. I'm pretty sure it may look like a Honchkrow. I don't know why I'm saying it, but that's just a bit of bird Pokemon styled birds, I would say. And yeah, look at the details on the logo here, Brunei 2019. I hope this event could actually get as big as Malaysia 2017 and Malaysia 2015 as it did 2 years and 4 years ago. And that's how I'll unpack this product. Malaysia 2015 and Malaysia 2017 actually began 2 years ago, and let's just say 4 years ago as well, just before my YouTube channel was started. And look at the figures, Oh, that looks so cute. There you go, there's a little Pikachu looking bird. I'll call it P-Chirp. As you can call it, it's based on the Yellow Belly Bulbul because it's got the yellow belly right there. I'm not sure if you can see that very nicely, of course. It's a bit bright. I'm pretty sure it does look yellow. A bit of brown, a bit of grey. It's got the Pikachu cheek and the electrified tail. Yeah, that's just why I call it the very interesting sort of Pikachu sort of bird, I would say. It's a bird designed after Pikachu. Very cool, isn't it, eh? And next up is this one here. That one there is Corny Bill, and it looks pretty cool. And this is an Oriental Pied Hornbill because it looks quite amazing. And it's based on the Oriental Pied Hornbill. Not just that, not just for the fact it's amazing, but it's also, look at the way it's been designed. The horn on its head makes it so interesting as well. And to be quite fair, I think people, for first time kid viewers, I think they'll probably I'd say it's like half unicorn slash toucan with a chicken's tail. Maybe it's more like a rooster's tail. I wouldn't say the word cock, because if I say the word cock, unfortunately that can actually refer to basically male genitalia. But maybe I would say the word cockerel, if that's more appropriate, of course. Nevertheless, Corny Bill, as the name suggests, looks pretty amazing. He's got a brown eye, he's got blue. Yeah, it looks pretty cool indeed to me. And yes, I've just knocked Pikachu by accident. That was very nasty indeed. I'll stand this guy up there, like so. Very nice when I just make, critters like that, of course. There's a little Pikachu there. Looks pretty cool indeed to me. Oh yeah, and let's take a look at this one here. This one there looks like a reference of, or should I say, it looks like a very interesting critter that makes it very similar to Farfetch from the Pokemon franchise. And I call him Willy, and he's a whistling duck. And he looks pretty cool indeed to me, for the fact that he is a duck. And not just any duck, but based on the lesser whistling duck. And it's got, well, look at the colours there, black, red, brown. Very interesting. It looks like to be honest, it looks like the robin of the duck world, because it's got the reddish orangey sort of brownish breast on the bird here, which looks pretty amazing, right? The wings can spread, and yes, it looks pretty amazing indeed to me. I had to jump cut because I actually just belched myself. And to be quite honest, that was a bit of a burp, wasn't it, eh? And to be quite honest, the little eyebrows, yeah, they look pretty cute. They actually do look pretty reminiscent of Farfetch'd from the Pokemon series. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Don't mind that one indeed. Also, look at the way the tail has been shaped as well. It's got this very interesting detailing as well. But I think the design flaw is the way it's more like that. I just wish it was more stuck together rather than just more like that. But that's the true nature with paper toys. There's some elements inside that can be rather disturbing, but also can be amazing indeed. And we'll take a look at, sorry about that one, Willy. Who is that one there? Looks like this guy looks pretty hot-headed. This is a flameback woodpecker. Yeah, I call him Trombill because he's actually, to be quite honest, he actually looks like the Pokemon called Trombeak. Yeah, I'm actually getting the names correct. I think it's like, it looks like Trombeak because look at the way the eye has been detailed. It's not blue on the iris. It's more like a reddy, sort of orangey, reddish, brownish sort of colour, I'd say. It's got black for the feet and the tail, and also the neck as well. Very interesting indeed. And the reason why it's called a flameback because it's got the reddish crest right there. And despite the name, the flameback sort of hint is actually right on the top of its head. It's actually, yeah, pretty reminiscent of many woodpeckers, of course, actually, I suppose. And also, look at the feet. Look at the feet, guys, eh? The feet, they've got 4. This one here has got 4. It looks like, well, look at that. It looks like it's a bit like a parrot's feet, if you can actually regard to that one to me, I suppose. It looks like the feet that you'd find. Looks like the feet that you would actually find on the parrot, which looks pretty amazing indeed. And we'll take a look at our last, but by no means least. Oops, sorry, I've just knocked over Willy and just made contact with Corny Bill. And it's not looking like a good look, isn't it, eh? And maybe I could do a jump cut, maybe, I'm not quite sure. But, no, too late now. Maybe it's time to show you. Who's this? This is Adrian, the lesser adjutant stork. Look at that, looks pretty amazing, isn't it, eh? It's so cool. And look at the tail as well. And also look at the legs as well. Plus the beak. And also, look how tall. Wow, look at the height of this bird. It is very, very amazing indeed. And to be quite honest, Adrian, in fact, he looks so nicely detailed for the fact that the legs are very long in a sense. It's a very big wading sort of bird. And to be quite fair, it looks like a heron, but it's actually a stork, because I can tell what it looks like. And to tell the difference between storks and herons is that herons have to have thinner bills than storks, which is very, very interesting to hear. It's quite an amazing sort of bird. And the reason why I've developed these mascots is to basically make it reminiscent of the Pokemon typings. So, for example, well, let's just say Willy is a water type, despite the fact that it looks more like a fire type. Corny Bill looks more like a grass type, because it has, well, what it looks like to be. This thing there makes me think of sweet corn. Or is it just the fact that we need to make the tail a lot more leaf-shaped, so they can have that grass type sort of reminiscence, rather than the dark type, hence its colour, of course, I suppose. I'm actually going to do a jump cut because I'm actually struggling to stand these guys up. Okay, here comes Adrian. Wow, Adrian's head is seen nowhere, but I've already seen Adrian's head, of course. And I'll stand these guys up in the way they should actually be, and I'll come and just do it now. So with the mascots, Pikachu is an electric type, Corny Bill is a grass type, I could tell you guys, like, Adrian is basically the lesser adjutant, Stork is going to be more of a ground, yeah, I almost said grass, yeah, it's that one there, which is the grass type, Corny Bill. Adrian is of course a ground type, Willy is a water type, and yes, Trombill is a fire type, hence the fact it's got the fiery sort of detailing on the tail there. It's not the colours, but it's actually the shape, and also this design here on the cap makes it more fiery indeed. And to probably sum up this video, let me just put one of the mascots on the train. Let's bring in Cornyville onto Thomas, well, onto the flatbed, of course. Looks pretty very nice, isn't it, eh? I can tell you, oh, it's just falling out of Thomas. Oh, you've caused confusion and delay, Thomas. Come back! Stop! 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 Actually, that's actually not looking like a good sign. Oh, get out of the way, Cornyville! Oh no, he's getting run over by. Oh God, he looks like. Oh, naughty engine, Thomas! Come back here, you goddamn freaking tank engine! You've just run over my favourite Cornyville. Well, actually, Cornyville may or may not be my favourite, but I might try and stand him, of course. He's going through. Oh, he's fallen again. I don't think he likes these corners and bends around the train here, to be quite honest, I suppose. So let me try and stand. And then a mascot here. Let me bring in Pikachu with these beautiful red cheeks. And, oh, maybe I could literally stand him on the train. There you go. Pikachu, it looks like he's still. Oh, look at that! He's actually pretty relaxed on the train. That's pretty amazing to hear that, I suppose. I'm only going to do Thomas because I think if I did leak, the video would have been too long. Well, oops. Sorry about the cover on the tablet, but I can tell you guys, Adrian couldn't fit very well, of course, Let's try. Who else is that one there? Let's try Willy. See if he's going to withstand the train. It looks like that Pikachu is doing well. Let's try Willy. Alright. Oh no, Willy didn't have a great chance. Let's try Trombill. See how compatible Trombill is actually going to be like. I know Horny. Oh, actually yes, I know Corny Bill. Of course, I almost said Horny Corny, which was a mascot I've used for Malaysia 2017. That was based on the rhinoceros Hornbill, of course. I'll stand Trombill, let's see how he goes. Oh yes, is he standing correctly? Is he standing right? Is he standing decent? Is he standing neat? Is he going? Oh my goodness me. Yep, paper mascots are a failure, and he's. Oh my goodness me. Bad Thomas, bad Thomas, bad Thomas. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Sorry Thomas, I didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to hurt you, Thomas. And I think it still works. There you go. I'm pretty sure it works. Sorry, Thomas. I know you've caused confusion and delay, but maybe I should have never slapped on you. Report to the oh my goodness me. He almost just ran over Trombo's head. And then he just got decapitated by the oh my god. Oh my freaking god. This video is wrong. Oh, so wrong. In fact, I might turn off Tomash. And I might probably turn off Luke. I don't know why I call him Tomash though. It's more like Thomas. Because Thomas has 6 wheels, whereas Tomash has got 8 wheels. Let's go ahead and turn off Luke. Because I've actually got loads of things I want to say in this video right now. Well, yes, it was certainly nice looking at the Brunei 2019 stuff. Perfect sequel to Malaysia 2017. But I don't know how many items am I going to be releasing that. But this is the only one I've got. And maybe to be quite prudent in making this video, these mascots will be a very interesting entity in my videos. Or maybe they're just going to be a bit boring, but nevertheless, hopefully this video will put everyone a smile on their face, but also not forget that these guys are really potent. And the way I'm saying they're potent is the fact that they're basically promoting travel to Brunei, which is a Southeast Asian country next to Malaysia and Indonesia, in Borneo, I'd say. Wow, look who's back! You initially thought the heat wasn't scarce at the moment. But why is it so hot at the moment? Well, what we all know is that the reason why we're now seeing temperatures as high as 25 or 26 degrees Celsius, that's like the same temperature range that we often have on Tuesday, the 7th of August 2018. I do remember that time, of course. And then we go into Saturday, which is looking like to be one of the hottest days on record. Looking back to the long and the short forecast, rain is now going to be very scarce, but what we all know is the reason why we've got loads and loads of hot air coming in from North Africa and parts of Europe is the fact, well, let's just say the Saharan desert has been extremely hot for the fact. With that can actually attract the amount of heat that we have in this country, which sounds very amazing indeed. And if we scroll along and look at that one, I suppose it's just, it's very common to get heat now these days because, well, it's basically due to the jet stream's effect, of course, I suppose, But unfortunately, this heat isn't set to last, and it's only going to be lasting from today, tomorrow, Saturday, and then into Sunday, which is going to be a real shame. But nevertheless, these temperatures will start to rise by the end of next week, and hopefully, they'll be rising to at least around 23. Yes, it's actually quite a bit mundane, the weather in the UK. I suppose it's not looking like the same. We are going to be expecting a very hot sort of Glastonbury music festival, of course. But there's also been some pictures, and there's also been some news articles on the web, on BBC, and I gotta tell you guys, the heat wave is now gripping across Europe, and this is the highest forecast temperature here. And I can tell you guys, European heat wave has actually spreaded with some very rapidly intense sort of searing hot fire that is engulfed in flames. I mean, to me, this is very, very disturbing. And what we all know, I'm not going to play that one there, but what you would see is that the temperatures across Europe are starting to increase at least 40 to 45 degrees Celsius, or from 34 to 45 degrees Celsius. I know London would actually feel like, oh wow, that's a cute looking animal. It's a koati, which is like some sort of weird, there's a bear here. I'm pretty sure it looks like some sort of weird animal from South America, of course. Oh wow, that looks pretty amazing. I suppose I can see some lemurs there. All sorts of different animals that are basically being protected against the heat, I suppose, That's so cute. To be quite honest, I actually think it's so hot here. But I can tell you guys, I don't think it's going to be as awfully hot compared to last year. I mean, last year was an absolute freak of summer weather, just because of the fact we had so much heat, in a sense. Whereas I just stared towards the outside part of the window without even saying, oh, that's just great. I believe all that, what did I say again? I released all that warm air and it's trapped with nowhere to go. Well, compared to last year, I can tell you guys, this year has been very wet at the first 2 or 3 weeks or so, but then I think this week is going to be a very massive improvement. Hopefully June is going to be one of the hottest months in the year. Remembering, to most of my audience, and just like many parts of my audience on YouTube, they're from the Northern Hemisphere. So while Australia is having the freezing blizzards, I'm suffering in summer. And this may be the first summer heat wave, Akatoagaze, but I don't think it's going to be as hot as last year. I mean, last year, as I said earlier in this video, Akatoagaze, I think this is going to be, very different for the fact that last year was an absolute freak of summer heat. Just because of the fact that the jet stream was facing up north, and it also had a very weak pattern, but also the sea surface temperatures, which have also started to elevate so quickly, which is very potent for 2018. And yes, this is a topic that I've actually been talking about many times to weed off all of the spammers of all of my YouTube videos, which have sadly been copied and also have been, well, let's just say, and it's just so sad for the fact that YouTube is just so different to the way I just talk topics these days though. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned your own lessons here, because I know it's been a very pear-shaping sort of video. I know it's been quite amazing as well at the same time, but I'm also really sorry for the fact that I've been taking 2 weeks to make this video. But this is only just the only one I'm just making. And yes, if you do want to know what my channel is like, go ahead and subscribe, give this video a like, and hopefully along the way, this should be very fun. At least I can turn the trains back on, eh? Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for watching, and bye for now. Thomas is going now. Bye.